Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? Better bring it. You better bring it. Move. Hey. Mike 20. Let's go one more. Hey, Mike 20. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 20.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Here we go again. Trump. Go. Check Mike 54. That's 17.
Murray now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Used to have a coach who tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Play fake. Murray. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
218, chop it. Tight ends on the ring go. Tight ends on the ring go. Hey, we got four. We got four now.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
17 yards and a giant first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready. 39. Check, Mike, 39. 65.
On the draw, this is Barkley shedding through the defense. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You draw Corker.
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Hassan Reddick in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And Tate's got it. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 43-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Everybody, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the run, watch the run.
Murray now to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line.
And the Cardinals first down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. This is Chase Edmonds, who played his college ball in the Bronx at Fordham. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognizes
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Edmonds. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards on the ground. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught. 23 yards on the play.
Complete to Christian Kirk. 1st and goal, Arizona.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones operating from the gun. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one goes for 24 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that, because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Tight end right. What's tight? Tight end right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, Mike 20. Watch the slide.
Murray going to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Arizona.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
No change. Check 15. Check. Let's go. Right. Yeah, Jim. That's it.
First down, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And all the way down to the 26. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. And even 50 yards.
Good for the Giants. First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
At the 16-yard line.
It's going to be a long day. Keep playing hard.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's Jones on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrich Rosas. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Rosas puts this one through. And they have regained the lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
Before getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. He don't know no better.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Now it's Tate. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
2nd and long. Catch made by Slayton.
You got it. You got it.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrich Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is. But how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, 2nd half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. That's complete to Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The 33-yard line.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Four down. Hey, Mike 20.
Right here.
Go. Motion. There we go, Mike.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter, his 2nd sack of the night. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Single slot.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Cardinals 1st down.
Ready. Mike 20. Hey, pick it up. There we go, Mike 20. Let's go. Mike 20. Let's pick it up. Let's go. Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field. Hey, Mike 20. Let's make these babies run.
Murray now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch twist, 61, matchbox lights. Shoot.
They'll run with Barkley. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe
Jones on 3rd down. He completes it to Tate. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. 10 logo. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Ready?
Here's Barkley, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go! The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left, and now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Ready? Right. Mike, check the out. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, get in the weight room. 54, listen. Check. Watch 54. Watch twist.
Throwing again on second down. Murray completes it to Aguilar. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Cardinals.
Come on, set. 54 Mike. Hey. Mike's falling on you. Mike's 54. Here we go. Mike's 5-4. Hey. Mike's 5-4. Watch the curls. Hey, watch that.
On first down, Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On second down, this is Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike.
From the gun, Murray. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
I'm on.
Here we go on 4th down with Murray. Going deep for Walker. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's got some space here. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Barkley. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Watch right.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, That's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
On third down, Murray. Aguilar has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw again on second down. Murray with a catch made by Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Murray. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for two.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing now is Murray. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant. General West. Deep grip, deep grip.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space. But there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Move. You got three down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire